Hello everybody, I'm Nurhayati Assegaf, President of Nuraawi Women Institute from Indonesia. I have sent an open letter to President of United States of America, Joe Biden, concerning the lives of women and children in Palestine. I still remember in 1947, Jews arrived in Palestine with the big banner proclaiming Germans destroy our families and homes. Don't you destroy our hopes. But today, Israel not only destroy families and homes, they also destroy the hopes and the future of women and children. So they are facing no future for women and children in Palestine. I believe we all concerned, every woman, every mother, every woman leader, every leader, every human around the globe share the same concern with me. Therefore, I'm going to read the open letter to the President Joe Biden. Jakarta, November 12, 2023. Number 1711, 2023. Subject: an open letter to protect women and children and stop the genocide in Palestine. To His Excellency, President Joseph Biden. The White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW, Washington, D.C., 2500. Dear President Biden, I'm writing to you today with tears for the ongoing war in Palestine, which has taken a particularly devastating death toll on women and children. The situation has caused immense suffering, and it is imperative that we urgently address the grave issue of innocent women and children being killed in this war. The image and report show the death toll as a result of the Israeli aggression on the Palestine soil since October 7 is 9,500. Including 3,900 children and 2,509 women, according to Gaza Media Office on November 5, 2023. Moreover, the innocent lives lost are not just statistics. They represent mothers, daughters, and sons whose dreams and future have been cruelly stolen. The suffering of women and children in Palestine is beyond the measure and cannot be allowed to continue. Throughout history, women and children have consistently borne the brunt of the consequences of war. Suffering long-term hardship, Israel's war in Palestine exemplifies this tragic reality, as it continues to take a heavy toll on the lives of women and children with each passing day, of which the international community called this genocide as a humanitarian tragedy. Human Rights Watch has reported that shelter conditions in Palestine for the estimated 1.4 million internally displaced people have become dire. According to the UN Population Fund, about 50,000 pregnant women in the Palestine lack access to essential health services, and over 5,500 women are expected to give birth, all in the absence of adequate medical services. A UN rapid gender analysis of the situation echoes this concern. The impact of the conflict on women and children is a tragedy that should awaken our collective conscience. Their suffering underscores urgent need for the international community to press for the restoration of electricity and water supply, the allowance of fuel into Palestine, and the opening of border crossing for humanitarian aid. Amid all the atrocities of the Palestine war, sadly, the last month marked the anniversary of the UN Security Council Resolution 1325 on women, peace, and security in October 2000. The resolution was adopted, recognizing the role of women in strengthening their participation in decision making, ending sexual violence and impunity, and strengthening prospects for sustainable peace. Therefore, I urge you to take the following steps. Number one, stop the U.S. military support for Israel in all forms. Number two, take immediate action for unconditional ceasefire on all sides of the war to protect the lives of women and children. Number three, call for international humanitarian aid to end the the suffering from genocide in Palestine. Number 4, urge Israel to immediately implement UN resolution on two-state solution with peaceful agreement. I emphasize that this genocide, which is shown every day in the world's mainstream media outlet and social media, has a devastating effect to the women and children around the globe, which will stay as a traumatic experience, and sooner or later, I'm afraid they will put the blame on the US as main supporter to Israel. As the president of Nura Women Institute and an SDGs Global Ambassador for Women Political Leaders, WPL, I believe that Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs 2030, which was signed by 193 countries with the ultimate goal, leave no one behind, can only be achieved through international commitment to stop war. The people of Palestine, especially women and children, are not excluded from the SDGs, so they deserve to live in peace and prosperity, free from genocide. In closing, I would like to thank you for your attention and consideration to this urgent matter and your commitment to ending the genocide in Palestine. Your leadership and action in advocating for a peaceful resolution to the war and the protection of innocent lives will be memorized as a hero who stands for women and children in these terrible times. Sincerely yours, Nurhayati Ali Assegaf, President Nura Women Institute. Thank you.